As a lot of you are aware, my van is made out of some very unique parts, like Ford Zephyr front overriders, Chevy truck mirrors, wing loop is made from vintage speedboat engine air vent covered things, rear spoiler from a 1960s Barracuda muscle car. The list goes on. Horn on the roof is from a vintage train. My sun visor is made from the end of a Mark III Golf bonnet. You get the idea. Anyway, it's the little touches that make a vehicle come together, but you have to have a lot of them. You can't just do the odd bits because it has to be a theme that works together. So anyway, I've got a couple of little bits that I've had for a while that I've got a week off before I start my new job, so I'm just going to get on and just do some little bits. Sorry, I'm just going to get on, do some bits that I've been meaning to get done, and I thought I'd just take you along for the vlog. So here we go. Okay, this is how I built my T4 rat rod, right? This is the idea behind it. A lot of people that build rat rods, the UK rat scene especially, it's all about sticking, from what I can gather, random shit to your vehicle, putting loads of stuff on a roof rack and stuff like that. That's just from what I can gather anyway. You know, some of it looks really good. But my plan all along was to find really cool little pieces from like old vintage cars. Like I go to the NRSA swap meet a lot. That's where a lot of my parts of my T4 rat rod came from. So they're from proper hot rods, proper American cars. Like, here's an example. These here, right? I have no idea what they are or where they're from. They've got a slight curve to them, but they're really cool. They're really vintage. They're really retro. Not retro. They're really like classic American car styling of some sort, right? But they're also so generic that I can make them work pretty much anywhere on the van if I want to. So I've cut, like, for example, here's an example. If that was the badge, I could cut the end and round it a bit so it comes off of a badge, so it turns the badge into something amazing. Do you know what I mean? The badge, like, I've already actually done it on the back of my van. Look at my tailgate of my van. You've got my Volkswagen badge with an ABS ring, and you've got these pieces that are from a Ford console, I think. They were from the wing trim or something. I don't know what they are, but look, when you put them together, that's the effect you get. So that's what I mean. Making a rat vehicle, rat rod, rat look, car, whatever you want to call it, it's all personal preference. I decided to go down the real rust, but using parts that are really, not, I don't know if they're rare or not, but parts that you don't see on modern cars very often. So yeah, so like I just said, like these, I'm about to grind the back off of these, to grind the tabs off, and then I'm going to go around the vehicle just testing out where they might look good or where they might look like they came on a classic car or American car from factory, and then put the touches on. So you're slowly building this model up, and then the van, which is in a modern 90s van, suddenly starts to look like a vintage hot rod, because your eyes are drawn to the details, which tell your brain, oh, that's vintage. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's how I built my rat rod, with very, very select parts. So yeah. Okay, this is what I mean. What I've done on this one is now I've cut the bottom off, so it's a straight edge on the bottom, and I've chamfered that edge slightly, if you can see it, because so it lines up with the body. I've drilled 2 holes in it because I'm going to rivet it on, because I want it to be on properly, and then I'll go put it on the van. And it may not be to everyone's taste, but it's little touches like this that look a bit odd to begin with, but as the theme builds, they all start to make sense. So I'm going to chuck this on the van and see what you think after. Okay, there we have it, little finishing touch. A little off-cut piece went there, and that piece goes there, sitting on this ridge on the side of the door. Just a little tiny piece of trim. It means nothing on its own, but when added to the rest, you get a theme. Takes a while to build on that theme, but there you go. Little touches like that. Here is another example, right? This I've had for ages that I got from a thing. I thought it might be nice to use as some kind of grill. I had no idea what it was for years until I went to the H-Town car show the other day and I saw this on the bonnet of a... I've actually forgotten what car it was now, but I think it was like a Lotus something, or maybe an MG or something. It was on the bonnet at the back, just under the windscreen. It was the air intake for the cab air, and it, back of the bonnet like that. But I'm going to use it as some kind of vent at the front underneath the number plate of my T4. So I've drilled some holes in it, and then let's get to it. There we go. I've just countersunk the holes so that the screws sit level, and there you go. Check it out under the number plate. The little touch, and there we have it, a functional air intake. Anyway, peeps, that's the end of the video. This here is the trophy I made for the Autorama this weekend, Sunday. Get down to the big field opposite the football stadium in Stevenage, massive Autorama car show hosted by the A602s. This is a trophy that I'm handing out to the car that I choose. There's other trophies too, but check this out, look. It even spins. Woo. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. I just thought I'd share a little blog with you today. Vlog, whatever it is. But yeah, get down and you might win a trophy.